So I was sitting there with my arms tied behind my back, one foot in the toilet. Oh, sorry, we're live.
So, welcome back to Dice Super, brought to you by Once Upon a D20 on patreon.com/Once Upon a D20. Oh wow. We had a good soup last week. There was so much going on. That was a lot. We have people in the TikTok, by the way, who are trying to get us back over 100. They're signing in and stuff to Twitch just to put us over. Thank you. So
thank you much, Luke.
when last we left off, excuse me, delicious. So last we left off, the soup group was gathered around Akira, having been recently confronted with some of their past that they did not know about. They stated very clearly, very concisely, and with no ragu whatsoever, that they are Gith, and not related to whatever this creature was speaking to them, smiting down on the body, severing the connection that this being had to its thrall, lack of a better term, snapping their neck and ending the connection. Akira collapsed into motion, and soup begins to surround him. Rather, gosh, Sean, it would be really nice if you showed up right now. Right.
No pressure. No pressure.
Right.
All of the pressure.
Oh,
the pressure of the soup.
Then I talked about something. So I'm gonna get our plan started, okay? So, as everyone begins to surround them, a tether of green energy seeps from the body behind Luca. The Slayer is removing things from. Suddenly, a tendril slips out and hits Akira. Akira's body begins to vibrate with the same emerald green that you all know and love for the most part. But abruptly,
hashtag dislike non-consensual magic tendrils.
that's fair. But their astral arms and wings that you have seen manifest suddenly explode out from them enormously. Everybody, even Slayer there in the fountain, are going to be making what are those? One of those is a dex save. So I think it's a dex save.
Oh shit!
Or what was the other one? That's a strength save. So either a dex or strength save, your choices.
I know which one I'm going to pick.
This for everybody?
This is for everybody, because everybody is within about 15 feet of them. So
okay.
Everybody living now.
That also means that I need to get my together and pull up the NPCs that I actually have stat blocks for. Sophie, Eltane, let's go.
I'm in the same boat, but except for I didn't pull up my character sheet or roll 20, and I'm doing that right now. So.
Well done.
This,
we're
any
all,
healing,
we're
any
all
healing
very ready.
Any necessary healing as a result of this is officially the Slayer's problem.
Yeah, fair point.
that can become a thing.
Because it's definitely going to happen because I'm at 10 hit points and I failed to save, definitely.
Or we're about to find out. Oh no!
You said it was strength or dex?
Buddy! Yes, it was strength or dex.
Okay. Once roll 20 actually gets its stuff together, I can roll. Come on. There we go. Okay. And rolling my dex save.
It's even funnier when you realize that the coolest people
24.
I know is. All right, 24. Hey, that's a number. We like that number.
That's a number I liked better.
Is the man, the myth, the legends? Are your dice rendering?
We talking about Sir Luca?
Talking about Sir Luca.
I'm getting there.
Okay.
Having some issues with beyond 20.
Martin just rolled a natural 20, no problem.
We're fine. Yeah. You know, hey, if I'm gonna benefit from my bullshit, the consistency of crits, y'all might as well enjoy some of them too.
I got a total of 7.
Cool.
We're just not doing so hot.
But I'm also holding Akira. So as far as like getting blown away
it makes
goes,
sense for you to fail that. Yes.
We both are. Like I'm.
Yeah.
you had stood up. You had stood up at the end of last session to go inspect the axe.
Indeed. So
Retconningly, I don't want to do that. But yeah.
Understood. Like totally valid.
I bring back the character retconningly.
And you even used retconningly. Like it's my favorite Star Trek character.
NPC. Yeah.
Retconningly is my favorite Star Trek character. I maintain that.
In an explosion of flavor, if you will. And for Akira, this is going to be actually a Constitution save for them because, well, they are the epicenter. Okay. Oh, now for the lot of you, this is a wave of energy that just it builds and then releases, and part of it is coming out of their astral wings, part of it is coming out of their astral arms suddenly manifesting. Some of it is some of the draconic energy that you've seen them expel from their mouth. It is a full, like, just detonation of Akira's energy roiling out, and pushed only 5 feet are let's see here, let's go from bottom to top. Eltahane saved, so is only pushed 5 feet. Sophie saved, so she's only pushed 5 feet. Luca, you are yeeted into that fountain.
Can I make a save to try to hold on to Akira, because that's technically separate?
Oh, that, like, with a 7, unfortunately, no.
Fair enough.
You are yeeted to the top of this fountain. Dumarin only pushed 5 feet through the fountain. Nock only pushed 5 feet back, and then Eredrin 10 feet backflipped over this, and those that were pushed the full 10 feet are also prone. So proned.
Oh no.
With that as well, there is a significant amount of violence in this explosion.
Oh no.
Which Akira is going to suffer some of it as well. Actually, the full brunt of it. There we go. There we are. So, the two of you that failed take the full six, or the two of you that failed and Akira all take 16 points of force damage. The rest of you only take half, which almost knocks both Eltahane and Sophie off of their feet.
Well, it did knock Eredrin off of his feet.
Indeed. So with that,
Eredrin went over a smaller fountain.
indeed,
Eredrin is also unconscious.
Yeah, slammed into, did a full like accidental somersault through the air. This snake is annihilated.
Oh no!
Oh no!
The snake got by that explosion.
As soon as I'm healed, I have to make a new one. I have to. I can't.
Fine, everything's fine. We can figure it out. Above table, instead of herbs and spices, I will let you use silver because that is a thing. That is the thing that is 100% you. So it would just be 10 gold worth of silver.
I can do that. So 1 silver bar. I can do that.
No, not 10 silver worth of silver. 10 gold worth of silver.
Yeah, 10 silver bars. Yeah, okay.
It would be 10 silver bars. Yeah, you've got it. I know you've got it. Like we're fine. We're fine. Got money.
Way too much
it's
silver.
easy.
Yeah.
It's easy. We're making your silver snake again. It's fine. Or if you survive what's happening. Sorry. Spoilers. Oh.
Let's get ready for these
big slam.
days, baby.
Wow.
As people are yoted back from Akira. Akira, they're collapsed on the ground. Let's give them the 16 points of damage that they are taking, because they too are taking it. They are on their knees, arms out, wings out, other arms out, breath just billowing from their mouth, just this scream of rage and pain, and it's hard to describe because Akira is much more reserved than any of this normally.
Yeah, I actually have a really important question. What kind of damage was that?
That was force damage.
Is it?
Yeah. I don't think you've had time. You actually haven't had time yet to.
There's not time yet. Nope. I'm just curious. I'll keep that in mind for later.
Indeed. Yes. Please keep that in mind for later.
You are completely correct, though. Definitely not enough time.
All right. So right now there are boom boom waves going all over the place. For now, we're just gonna throw this into an initiative order for now, just so that there's an order to what's going on. So let's get rid of dude that is no longer appearing in this film. Okay, it's a really good time to roll higher than Akira right now, but I'm sorry for the bar that set at. There are times and my roll high could just not roll high.
Well, Luca always tends to come through when shit hits the fan.
My curse is back.
Sofitono, though.
Indeed.
So Akira'd
for real though.
That's actually in the soup notes, just so you know.
Hold on.
Akira'd. Wow.
Everything about that is super groovy, and I love it. All right, so Sophie with the.
I'm not gonna beat that joke for the rest of the day, so that's the pinnacle. Have fun, y'all.
Ooh, Doomerin coming in hot.
Hey, Ro, he rolled over a 5.
I rolled a 6. So my curse
He
is
rolled a 6,
almost
yeah.
Working on it. We're getting there.
I see a nice roll from Doomerin.
That's why my backup character has the feat alert.
The alert feat, yeah.
You may
Indeed.
need your backup character unless the Slayer can heal you, because I am literally out of
figure it out. We're gonna figure this out. Slayer is in fact smart enough to know when somebody gets knocked the fuck out. He's a professional at that, you see.
Yes.
So
Like my skull, like cracked against the pavement or the stone, all kinds of things.
yeah. Like just full blast, and then not even the landing is what hurt you. It was the hit. But yeah, you just kind of like onto the side of the fountain, and that is the universal signal of you're doing bad. So speaking of the universal
Thanos from the blast.
Oh yeah, like shattered into instead of like black and dusty, it's silvery sparkles and just mist.
I'm so here for that.
Like what happens when you misty step, except it doesn't reform.
Yeah.
Anyways, so right now,
we don't have any music going. I just realized.
Oh no, Teddy, are you there?
I was sitting here going like, it seems oddly quieter than normal, and I'm like, oh, we don't have music. Is what it is.
Yeah.
I mean,
I didn't notice the difference because as soon as
There we
stream
go.
started,
I
turned
just
Betty down to,
realized this whole time that it had settings from like when I'm usually just sitting in Discord. My bad, guys. I've even been having the music going the whole time too.
You, Teddy, don't
Except
worry.
I'm the only one getting to
little
enjoy
guest
it.
appearance from our producer. Teddy.
The voice behind the soup.
Yeah. Back to it, you guys. Back to it.
He's the cook.
Many
He's the sous chef.
appreciations.
Pay no mind to the man behind the soup.
Indeed, no. Oh no, pay him all the mind. Go
Well, that was like the
subscribe to
equivalent-
Zartazarus on Twitch, please, as well.
After this stream
in
is
addition
over.
to us. No, you can just
That was
glance
the
over there.
equivalent-
Oh, yeah,
glance
you
over
can,
there real
yeah.
quick. Follow him, and then come back here. It's fine. I give you and you permission.
Yeah, no, that was basically the equivalent of like the band, like sitting there rocking out on stage, and somebody's amp goes out, and then the sound manager freaking out, going, "Somebody get out there and turn that on!" Like,
Fix this now. All right.
the stage manager who like runs the entire show.
Or the drummer whose earpiece goes out, so someone has to tap his leg to keep him in time.
Oh, that's not good. All right, so back to it though. Akira just exploded in a wild blast of energy, and another one looks like it's building up, getting ready to explode again. Luca, you have a moment.
Oh dear. Let me see what I even have.
This area of green, if you can actually see it, that's the plan. All right, so this area of green is vibrating violently with energy. All like wall to wall of that area is undulating with energy. It would be classified as difficult terrain. It is a violence that looks like, or it looks like it is going to become a violence again very shortly. Making sure you have all the dominoes that you need. You do.
Okay, well, first I have to stand up.
So am I the
Indeed.
first domino? Is that the question?
Indeed. I will let you, as part of your standing up, move yourself to either here, etc. Because you're basically draped over the top of this fountain. So
I'll step down here, and then would I have enough left of my turn to go pull? Okay, so which character is this right here? Because I don't know for sure. Is that?
Did it not? Oh, I apologize. I put a nameplate on them, but it did not.
It's Eltane. Okay.
Yeah, it's Eltane. Hein.
Okay. I guess my
They
goal
acknowledge
would
both.
be to move across and try to get Eltahane, like try to grab Eltahane and pull him to safety. And once we get there, I would like to begin dragging Eredrin out of the radius of effect.
All right, so your normal movement is 30, yeah?
Yes.
All right, so
15.
15 to do that. Another 10 basically to get here. That puts you at 25. And this is difficult terrain right now. You could burn your action to go for it. Trying to basically tackle Eltahane as part of that would be athletics check.
Which I'm not good at.
You're not
have a good
terrible
next
at either. You're half proficient and strong.
Yeah, you have a +2, right, for strength?
+3.
Oh, nice.
No,
I
he's
guess 16.
strong. He's
Yeah.
real strong.
But I mean, let me think here for just a second, because
You'd be able to try and get both of you over to basically here and here.
yeah, I'll go ahead and roll the
Basically, you're
athletics
trying-
for that.
But would he know that I'm passed out? Is the question.
No, you took a hit and went
Yeah,
in every uncontrollable direction. You Skyrim charactered through the air. You know what I mean?
Can I have that Doctor Strange moment too, where my echo just like shoots out at me?
Oh yeah.
Like,
So I'm gonna try that athletics check. Let me go ahead and roll that.
Reminder: if you have extra dices, like from extra dices from things that 17's great.
A total of 17.
so-
Yeah.
Oh yeah, as part of your dash, you can just grab them and just tackle basically, and ride this wave of energy out of it.
And I still have one more thing that I'd like to do as a bonus action, if that's all right.
You have bonus actions. It's true.
As a bonus action, because I'm completely out of spells, I am going to turn towards Akira. Luca is going to turn towards Akira and say very clearly, just, Akira, this isn't you! And he's going to give Akira a bardic inspiration die towards any saves Akira might get to make against what's going on right now.
That is increasingly necessary. All right. Slayer.
It's my last bardic inspiration die. It's my last ability that I have left.
That's so good. Slayer, trying to map his way around the problem. He can see where the rough patch is, and is thusly going to try and get out of it. So we gotta do some math.
couldn't he theoretically jump over it? I mean, he has.
The difficult terrain, especially in the way that this is, the air is also difficult terrain.
Oh,
But
we're walking through syrup, people.
yes, it like moving through molasses, for real. Part of it though, he can run around to here. Here we go, mapping it out. Thanks for reminding me about the boots, because he can get to the wall right by where Luca and Eltahane are, but then he can also leap over Luca and Eltahane, and oh no, there's no math that gets him right next to Eredrin. I need to see if he has anything else that he has, so he can dash, run, leap, and keep running to get to there. And he has an athletics of 1,000,000, so and strength of 1,000,000, and the boots of bounding. So like he's good. He did it. But bonus actions. Any bonus action things he can do. Is he high enough? Barbarian? Not yet. Not yet. Okay, so he is going to have to. He is going to have to basically try to do the same thing Luca did, and just like run past Eredrin and try and just throw them out with him. So Slayer moving there because action economy being a little wibbly right now. Athletics check as well. Yeah, 23. It's fine. He just runs by, throws an arm out, and scoops Eredrin out of the scoops him up, and then kind of drags him out of the area. Akira, were you tuned in while you were setting up?
I'm not sure if Akira has sound yet.
Does Akira have sound yet?
I know that I saw Sean struggling there for a bit. Wasn't sure if getting sound set up.
Indeed.
It was a sick hallway shot, though. By the way, the lighting was choice.
Yeah. We're getting another MTV Cribs. Ooh,
you are deafened right now.
Deafened. We can Okay, it's not server deafened. It's on your side. But yeah. So Sophie, who also looks really rough. It didn't update. It didn't update her. Oh, that's why. Oh, I didn't get that done. Okay. Point is, it shall return. All right. Oh, yeah, she's doing extraordinarily bad. Wait, why does it say zombie? I'm special. It selected a thing when I was trying to do stuff. Thanks. There it goes. So, she utilizing an actual action to just grab you, knock. She too is going to try and get people out of this circle, if you will allow it. Because she is actually able to use an action to grab you. If you'll allow it, she's going to grab and try and shove you out of the circle.
What do you want to?
I mean, I'm not going to contest it.
Okay.
What do you want to?
Sean, I hear you.
We can hear you.
It sounds like like you're dialing in. All right. So
we did hear you.
Yeah, we did hear you momentarily.
Joking.
Having to use her own bonus action to dash.
What do you want to?
Ha!
I can hear you.
And I can see
You're
you.
here.
All right. So dashing as hard as possible, trying to ride that wave out. Able to push Knock out and just kind of stumble, kind of leaning on Knock. Briefly asking if you're okay, but there's no real time to pay attention to it. She turns back around towards Akira. Kira, you're back. Have you been able to tune into what's happening?
I've not had connection issues.
Okay, to explain the situation right now, after Akira smote the head of that creature, that thrall of one claiming to be your father, snapped his neck, dropped into crying, while Slayer was basically sifting through the body of this one, and everyone was gathered around you to comfort you. All of a sudden, a tendril of energy snaked out of basically the mouth, the open mouth of this creature, and then washed into Akira. Akira suddenly, with a violence unparalleled in their life thus far, the arms pop out, the wings pop out. The breath starts exploding out. This violence of energy as Akira is just screaming in what sounds like agony out into the universe, not even just the room, but beyond. That's kind of echoing almost like that Princess Bride scream of just of being able to be heard for what at least to you all feels like miles, because you're in an enclosed space with it. That 15-foot aura around you is just violent energy. For you, you are stuck on your knees screaming. If you would be so kind as to make a wisdom saving throw, first a constitution saving throw, because on your turn you are exploding with energy and it's hurting you too. Everybody else, it was a strength or a dexterity save. This is directly burning out of you. It's a constitution save.
Okay, give me 1 second. My computer is moving a little slow.
Okay.
Also, part of the problem today.
Also, if you don't like the result, Luca, what did you call out to Akira during your turn?
Luca would have said, "Akira, this isn't you," and use that opportunity to give you an inspiration die.
You have a D8 inspiration just in case.
D8 inspiration just in case. All right, 1 second. Let me roll this up. Excuse me. I'm so sorry. My character sheet is moving super slow on D&D Beyond.
Waking back up. You were just working out stuff with your podcast.
All right.
FNG podcast.
Shout out to the Fly Nerd Group.
Thank you. Appreciate it. They are all here. Ambient Cause is in the building.
Hey!
Yeah, that's the Dice Soup crew. They say what's up. That was a 9.
It's a very strong 9. All right, then. So that initial blast.
I don't think.
The initial blast was 6d8. This one is only 4, but I rolled dumb on this one, so 19 points of force damage.
Yikes! That still hurts.
But everything else in that area too is experiencing this. I need to. I should have gotten a token for this puddle. The fountains, the rock, everything around you is being hit by this. The ceiling is being hit by this. Water is seeping out of, seeping out of and being splashed and thrown out of this fountain and the other. It is a cacophony of just violent force emanating out of you. Now a wisdom save for you. Now a wisdom save for yourself at the end of the turn. You try and hear Luca.
Yeah. Oh, it was a 17, but now it's a 7, so 10.
Wowza! Do you? I forget.
Oh,
do y'all have inspiration? Do you have the other inspiration as well?
I do.
Okay, so do you want to use your DM inspiration first, or roll the other one first?
I rolled the D8, so I guess I'm rolling with it.
Okay. Well, you can do the other as well, because
I can do the other. Okay.
So if you want to burn your DM inspiration, you can do that too.
I'll burn my DM inspiration first. Ooh, that time the 17 sticks. So that'll be a plus 3 for 20.
All right. So 26, in fact. As you start to fight this, that success actually brings it so that you only the circle around you shrinks hard as you it was just blasting everywhere, and now it's it's pulling in, and the intensity of the wave is also shrinking. So not only is it pulling inward, but it is also lessening severely.
Okay.
Knock, is now your turn.
I don't know what to do. So like, and just to clarify, when we did that save earlier, I didn't take any damage from that, did I?
The save earlier, you took 8 instead of 16.
Okay, I couldn't remember if I think I thought I marked it down, but I didn't. So yeah, I am a little hurt from that. But yeah, not as bad as it could have been.
Deep. Yeah, you got that middle of his or middle of their turn. Akira's action basically was explode. So
yes, exactly. I really don't know what to do here, honestly. Quite frankly, I'm at a loss. What would be my? I mean, let me just. Can I phone a friend? Let's poll the team. What should be my best course of action?
trying to help Akira in this moment. Is there something that you would want to try to do to help Akira?
That's what I'm trying to think. I don't know if I have anything at my disposal. I mean, like, I can. I don't have any bardic inspiration or anything like that. But
I'll say beyond any mechanics, beyond any of that. There's something that you have.
Oh, okay, I see. Well, I mean, honestly, I would just kind of. I would say Alec would probably try and shout out to Akira, just kind of like try and ground Akira. You know, like kind of like whenever people are kind of lost in something. Then when they can hear someone not only speaking their name, but also a familiar voice, somebody they've connected with or something like that. And I would kind of, I'd say what I would do actually is I would shout out not in Alec's voice, but I would shout out in Nock's voice to try and kind of give that little bit of extra, hey, this is not Alec, this is Nock talking, you know?
Got it.
Yeah.
All right.
But other than that, that's pretty much all I could really do.
Okay, go ahead and make a persuasion check as part of that.
Sure. Okay. See, that's why I was kind of like, this is kind of wonky. I was like, what do I do? Like, I don't know what to... I'm used to hitting things.
Huh?
19.
Okay, with a 19, Akira, just to you, he calls out to you and connects to you. You hear it beyond the basically psychic pain racking you right now. You are able to hear Nock, and you will have advantage on your next wisdom save.
Okay. Excuse me.
I did a thing.
You did do a thing. Eredrin, it's time for a death save.
It is.
Whoa, Eredrin's making death saves. Why?
You hit everybody with 6d8 worth of force damage. It's fine. It happens.
That's a failure.
Evan's the best of us, kid.
He got yoted up. He got yeeted to Jotunheim, as it were.
Yeah.
All right. So right now, Eredrin slammed down, doing pretty bad. Tahane, as well, is going to try to reach out towards you, using their psychic whispers ability, and speak directly to you, of you know who you are, and just kind of this repeating plea of you know who you are, you know what you stand for, you know what you're capable of, and as part of that, is going to basically reach out towards you with detect thoughts, it is one of those things that is a if you were in your right mind, you could choose to fail, but
I'm not in my right mind.
you're not in your right mind. So go ahead and make a wisdom save. This is one of those that you do want to roll low. You do want to fail.
6.
Great. That's exactly how bad you wanted to do. So you're seeing all sorts of things in your mind, all sorts of just this jumble of images and feelings and everything. And Eltahane, you feel almost this bubble start to wrap around your brain as they detect your thoughts, and then are basically like talking through several of them, and actually tapping into that. That is going to give you resistance to whatever damage may happen during your turn.
Okay. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry that I'm all carry at the moment.
You're fine.
Oh, it happens. It happens.
Well, as we said before, Akira has Akira'd.
Yes.
Akira has indeed Akira'd. I'm sorry.
All right. Luca. Goes back around to you.
I don't really have anything left I can do. I mean, I can try to say more encouraging words to try to help them. But I'm literally out of spells, out of one-shot abilities. I've got nothing left.
Yeah. What do you want to say to Akira?
Akira, you're strong enough to do this. You can stop them from getting into your mind. I know you can do it. Please. I don't have any inspiration to give, but that's all Luca can do this turn. I've got nothing to help Eredrin with.
Persuade then.
I'll try. I'll roll that persuasion.
There is a certain minimum that I am certain of.
Well, it's going to be relevant because it decided to land on a 17 and magically roll over to a 3.
Thank
It's
you.
okay,
Oh my
so-
God, thank you.
So, but yeah,
That's
so
what happened
only a
with my
20.
Save.
Only a 20.
Yeah, I'm
natural.
sorry. I'm so sorry. 20 is my minimum, Sean.
No, I'm so. Thank you. Please calm Akira down.
In which case, that will count as a bardic inspiration from Luca as well.
Nice.
Oh.
In this moment, Slayer having armbarred Akira or armbarred Eredrin through the spilling water and everything, just slamming him basically against the wall. You see Doomarin's hand just get engulfed in lightning, and he is going to burn another one of his lay on hands, a whole 1 hit point, his max hit points, into Ro, and just and be like, "You're not done yet." Very encouraging words, as one is wont to do. Sophie is going to literally stumble over to this bench and collapse, as they are in fact at 1 hit point.
Hit points.
Yeah, max hit
Exactly.
points.
They're at max hit points. Akira, your very what's the word? Increasing control over your mind, wrenching yourself back from this force that is overtaking you, and make a Constitution saving throw again. Ow!
Crit failed.
Crit failed. Well, luckily, with Eltahane's shielding and blocking of your mind, you are resistant to that 15 damage. So you
Don't
only
you
take
have
7.
Don't you have the advantage as well, or is that only on the wisdom save?
Oh, that's on the wisdom save.
Okay.
Yeah, it's only on wisdom. So I only take 7 damage. I'm still looking bad.
You're looking bad, but you're not out. Go ahead and with the advantage given by knock, go ahead and throw your wisdom save.
First one is a 21. Second one is a 11.
Oh, it's doing it twice because I have up your character sheet. I'm smart.
I was wondering why it's throwing up twice.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna make sure to move that out of the way. I had it up while you were gone.
No, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I'm sorry for being late.
Oh, you're set. You're set. It's
Good, man.
We
Do
are.
your thing.
We are set. You were doing important work. So so with that, you pull. You basically you start to force your brain through through everything that is just washing over it, and with a little help from your friends.
Yay!
When I start to push through, Luca and whoever else I'm broadcasting to in their mind, whoever else can hear me, I'm starting to say the mantra again: the threats without, safety within. Threats without, safety within. I'm trying to bring myself back.
And all of a sudden, your wings, your arms, breath just exhaling out of you, pull back in and just into your body, and you are once again in control.
Hero just collapse on the spot. They will just pretty much give up consciousness at that point. They fall out.
Immediately, I'm running to Akira. As soon as I stand up, I'm bolting.
Oh, did you make your death saves?
Oh no,
I
Slayer
Slayer
defibrillated him.
I completely forgot that Slayer has the heals now.
Yeah, he has healing hands now.
You know, the lightning hands, except now it's better.
You know, just I touched him and he woke up. Don't know what happened.
He knew what happened. He said he wasn't done yet. And when Slayer is determined that you are going to live, you probably live. If he is determined that you are going to die,
his pups apparently.
If he determines that you're going to die, well, spoiler.
That's a t-shirt idea right there. It's Slayer walking all of us on leashes, and we're all just like being crazy little puppies.
Wow, indeed.
Little too kinky.
That's I was about to say that's big kinky.
It's all,
but definitely
that's for size dude. So
definitely a simp t-shirt that just says Slayer's pup.
We should definitely
There you go, Slayer's pup. There we go.
We should also get those like speedos and like boxer briefs and all, you know.
Wow, yowza, we're flying off the rails. So with the calming of the energy around Akira, Aergen sloshing through the water and wrapping around Akira, the water no longer being pushed just out, suddenly washing back in and around the room a bit. Beltane reaches out their hand and a
Sorcerer Supreme Pizza. I just realized Teddy's map cam is actually on the wrong map.
Oh no! Does that even happen?
Why is nothing
How does
happening
that
on
even
stream?
happen?
Like we're watching the map, but nothing's happening on stream.
Did I grab the final piece?
I was curious about this map because it didn't look like we were on it.
I was like, you're doing all this work and putting all this like water, the like water icons, and it looks so cool, and no one's seeing it.
No one's seeing it. No. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm not seeing it.
Oh, now.
Let me refresh.
There's. Thought I pulled everybody back into the player base.
There we go. I mean, I could see the map on my screen, but
Okay. Yeah. All right. Cool. So in that case, yeah, you've got Indeed, Eltahane reaches out and a thing was kind of tucked into some of the or tucked into the top of this thing, pulls out, and a stopper kind of pulls around and caps the top, just and it stops producing water. So the amount of water that is spewing forth is no longer, but very shortly thereafter, the water coming out of the bottom of this thing stops pushing out, and stops pushing out of this one as well. Their kind of mechanism of filling these being what it was, suddenly some of the, a little bit of water splashing down this way does all start to drain into the drains that are at the bottom of these. That's happening. What are you all doing?
Running over to Akira to once again make that same mistake before I get blown up again.
I'm sorry.
We understand that. We understand how that feel, because that's exactly what Nock is doing too. Just like he's gonna get right over there and just make sure everything's good, because all of us are a glutton for punishment, apparently.
Yep.
Yep.
Akira's just laying there. They're breathing, obviously, but they are just laying there. They don't know what to do. They're just laying there.
Slayer will up and ask the hard question then. What do we do now?
And Akira is very hurt. Like there would be like a lot of physical bruising from all the force damage, because I'm down to sickness point. So I'm in bad
There's
shape.
this was exploding from the inside. You're like basically your entire skin looks petechiaed.
Luca is going to slowly try to help Akira up to their feet. Well, we can't stay here. No point in sitting here. Let's get you somewhere where you can rest, okay?
Akira just looks at you weakly and nods. They are too weak to even form a coherent thought.
Eltahane stepping over towards Sophie calls out, find the others upstairs, bring them down. Let's take the back route. And Sophie begins to run, kind of tries to dust herself off as much as she can. She too, quite bruised, quite bleeding, but knows that there's work to be done, and supposed to go find some. And walks over and, splashing through the waters. Yeah, we, Cyrex and Calypso took the rest of our school out through the tunnels that lead out into the mountain we are connected to. I can get us out the back. I hesitate to think if there's anything else out the front.
I think we only managed to save one of the students upstairs.
That is unfortunate. At the same time, fortunate in itself.
All right then. Show us the back way out.
And she returns, this time with the revived and at very least less dead Clarissa. The lot of you together, and going back through excuse me, going back down and into this this large room. There is a, the little bit of water going down the stairs, the body that basically washed down the stairs as well, being violently thrown into the water and then through, and then things are breaking and just splash. He almost completely forgotten at this point by the other three at very least. Here we go. Just beautiful, but we'll get rid of it. So, going down, there's a lot of looks like they were having some sort of lesson in here. There are books and things kind of spread out all over some of these benches, and Eltahane calls out, we were trying to keep everyone occupied with something or another. Oh, sorry, forgot a detail. Going down the stairs, actually, right around here, you'd actually don't see the room at first. There's this shadowy wall. I forgot Eltahane had things that he did in preparation for today. This shadowy wall, and he just walks straight through it as if it didn't matter. We're having a lesson in here to try and keep everyone focused. I protected this room from teleportation and interplanar interventions, at the very least. Nothing could sneak in on us. Actually, getting back towards this back altar, he actually steps over towards the piano, and playing a couple of very dissonant keys on it, several lower, several higher. Hits a series of these keys that dislodges the piano from the wall for a moment, and he pulls it to the side, revealing a tunnel that looks like the first little bit of it is actually well crafted, actually supported, and then about 10 feet in, it's much more rough. Like they've had to hollow it out, or haven't been able to fully make it nicer. The tunnel is only about like 5 foot by 5 foot. Having used the name Cyrex, at least Akira, Nock, and Slayer would know who Akira's talking about. A Goliath fitting through the hallway seems a bit of a tall order, unintended. But Slayer actually steps to the back of the pack, and don't let me slow you down. I'll catch up. I'll stay with you.
Make sense.
And most of you having to crouch into it. Eltahane leads the way in, and Sophie makes sure to pick up the back of the pack, even beyond Slayer, make sure that the escape is closed back up. You hear it sliding back into place. Everything becoming a little more dark in this tunnel. Going down through this tunnel, it is a little bit windy, a little bit tight to get through. Obviously, you can see little spots in the tunnel where it looks like brackets, like things were hung on the walls with these metal brackets to be retrieved, and looks like things have been taken off of them. Going down further and through, it's down for a bit, and then it starts to rise up. And as it starts to rise up, there's another another hard curve in the hallway, leading to this almost blind corner that leads into an actual mine shaft, much larger, maybe about 25-30 feet wide, by about 10 or so feet, well supported wooden supports, making sure to keep everything up. Cart tracks that go down and up. The up is actually coming around this very tight corner, almost as if they don't have a door there, but they do have basically the protection of the way that the rock looks from the outside to try and keep this little tunnel secret. And one by one, y'all kind of squeeze out. Slayer squeezing out is a comedy of errors, at very least. Him being way too big for this. It's like watching him be birthed out of the rock. Very appropriate for a giant such as him. Him emerging out, and standing up tall, kind of popping his back into fighting shape. Zane points up towards the light at the end of the tunnel, and we're at the edge of town. The mines over here are frequented enough by people to make it a little less suspicious when a number of us are going to be leaving. What are you all going to do?
Hopefully recover before anything.
Do you have places to go? Our contingency is to... We have a place outside of town. Our own little small cave. We have supplies and food and gear to... gear to survive out in the wild for at least a bit.
We need to get back to the apartment, check on the guy and all that jazz.
We sent him to Fisher's.
Oh yeah, we did.
Oh.
Then we should probably check out Fisher's.
Right.
That's whenever Knock will kind of chime in and be like, you think it's safe to go check out Fisher's?
Maybe only any of us that are in condition to actually do so.
Even then, I'm still, I don't know, call me paranoid, but cautious is what I like to call it. But basically, after everything that we just witnessed and everything that we went through, what's the likelihood they don't know that you're affiliated with Fisher?
It'll be better to be in a building than to try to be out in the wild while we're recovering from all this?
Well, they only came for the Priory. They didn't... Well, I mean, they know about Fisher, though. They've already sent people there. We found that out day one. The first time that we arrived to find Fisher being attacked. So, they definitely know.
Then rounding back the apartment.
Yeah, but a few of us look like a stiff breeze could knock us over, and I don't think that we're in any condition for that sort of thing at the moment.
What do you mean?
Oh, maybe
I
you
mean,
want
I
me,
don't see you winning any battles right now, Eredrin.
Yes,
From
I said the
beyond.
apartment.
Safety within. Safety within.
And I don't think this one will be fighting today.
Akira, is this being projected into our heads?
They're saying it out loud.
Ah, saying it out loud. Okay, cool.
The aura of psychic energy that was very much suddenly public Wi-Fi is now focused again.
No password, baby.
No password, baby. But
Altane, do we have any messengers or scouts that we could send to check?
he looks between himself, Sophie, who is at max hit points,
Dead, yeah.
at max hit points, and Clarissa, who is you know exactly how she is.
Oh yeah.
And
Is this all there is?
the rest have been sent ahead. I would volunteer to send them a message, but I had to set up telepathic bonds. I had to seaming over the students to make sure that they were in different forms so that they wouldn't be seen or noticed. I had to
I understand.
I had to fight
Limited
that.
resources. I understand.
Can you message Bill Fisher, Luca? Are you out of spells? Aren't you?
I'm not capable of casting any more spells today. I
I'll
used
go.
everything I had to keep everyone alive.
I'll go.
You most certainly will not.
I'm going to start walking.
You as a reminder, you do literally have a stone.
No, but that's to Eltaheim.
Oh, I thought you had one to Fisher too. I have him having sending stones made.
Oh wait, no. I do have one to Fisher.
Let's say I was pretty sure you were hanging on to both of them.
I do. I don't know.
Please make sure to label those in your inventory. One to Fisher and one to Eltaheim.
Hey, don't get on to me, okay? I'm trying.
Oh no, not
No, no.
not upset pressure. Just saying, hey, those are things you could do on D&D Beyond. Please sponsor us.
But yeah,
that
I'll
Hasbro money.
Send a quick message to Fisher. Basically, like, are you safe? Is the shop safe? Is our apartment safe?
There's a moment, a very tense moment that goes by, where you have the dread, the very obvious, you know, he there, and then it snaps in suddenly. This, whoa! I'm very glad your friends were here. Oh. we're clear. We're fine. Meet us at your place, I think.
Okay.
Griffin said it was, and it cuts off.
I'll relay the same information to the rest of the party. Like, looks like we are going to my apartment.
And Eltahane nods, but looking back between him and Sophie and Clarissa again. You should probably go and verify that the others have survived.
Again, I start walking in the direction of my place.
I'll definitely like do my, like, you know, given the condition you're in as of right now, I will extend my quarterstaff and try and block your path, not to like hurt you by any means, but to give a very clear signal of please stop walking, of just like,
Hold on. I'll go, for sure. I took the least amount of damage that last battle, so
If
I feel like
you really need, just breathe here for a moment. Take it easy. Duberin stands there, kind of interrupting Eltahine in the middle of it. Is like, I can keep watch, make sure nobody's gonna fuck with us. And he just kind of stands there with his great sword just sheathed at the moment, but just like his big mitt holding on to the handle.
In like a weird moment of frustration, Eredrin's gonna just kind of shove the walking stick out of the way and continue to try to walk.
I'm just, I mean, like, I'm not trying to force anything on him, but I'm just like sitting there going like, maybe we should, if anyone's gonna go, I feel like it should be the people that are not as reeling from their wounds as of right now. And Eredrin, I know you have the drive to go, but it's not the best laid plan.
Maybe we take our ease here in this relatively public place. Still shaded. There's a few people that walk by with boxes of ore coming up out of the mine. They don't really pay that much attention to y'all. They're just workers. It's a relatively public place, public enough to have witnesses, but not public enough to be seen by everywhere. We just take a moment. And run into everything, Eredrin.
Not saying a word, just begrudgingly just going to lean up against something and kind of like a dog licking his wounds in a way.
Oh, good. I didn't want to have to carry you.
Akira balls up into Luca. They just ball up. They're not crying anymore, but they are kind of shaking, but they just kind of ball up into Luca, avoiding making eye contact with any member of the party. They feel very ashamed as to what happened, so they're not trying to look at anybody. So they turn their head into Luca's chest, and they're just standing there.
Luca would just wrap his arms around Akira so that Akira has a little bit more to hide behind.
They definitely sink into it. They don't want to look at anybody right now. They feel very ashamed, so they're just kind of keeping a distance.
Kind of like to Luca, in Luca's head. I mean, Eredrin would ask, "Do you need the hat, maybe, or?"
Aw. Yes. Luca would reach out a hand towards Eredrin. That was so sweet.
so
Giving the hat.
puts the hat on Kira's head.
Oh.
That's so cute.
Akira lets the part of the hat that is too big for their head like just flop down, but their horns obviously block it from going all the way down. So they just like let the hat flop, which you guys have seen them because they've had Erigen's hat on before. So you just let the hat flop down,
Yeah.
and you can just kind of you see a little less tension in Akira's stance, but they're still avoiding looking at everybody.
So functionally, this is going to be a short rest, I'm assuming?
Functionally, this is going to be a short rest.
Okay. Well, I'm going to burn 2 key points to do my quickened healing before we do the short rest.
That is wise. Same thing, if I remember, quickened healing, is that 3rd or 4th?
I got 4 points out of it. Quickened healing is just a... what do you mean?
Is that from 3rd level or 4th level, Monk?
Oh, I don't know actually. Because
okay, then I can look. I don't
think I have it. Yeah.
Okay, then you don't. Then okay, I was gonna say if you had points, but yeah, no,
I don't. And it's fine.
Yeah.
Do I have enough left in the stone to basically say we'll be over in the low wall?
No, it is.
Oh, yeah,
it is a single. Part. It's a single one way or another.
Yeah.
Eventually, in about like 25-30 minutes in, he will actually, because each stone has a charge, he would reach out and just be like, "Is everything okay? Are you being followed?"
Response.
He keeps his simple.
Just kind of response. Don't think so. Kind of okay. Resting for a minute.
Need to double check to see if he has.
Why is this not
just from the one? Just one from the stone. Okay.
Or another, just for the sake of it.
All right. In that case, yes. Go ahead and everybody complete your short rest. Do what you deem necessary for healing dice. All of that.
Well, no thanks to my focused healing, because I got a natural 1 on that. I got 4 healing from that. But hey,
we've also got I think it's Song of Rest. We'll throw that in there.
And what
how much does Song of Rest give you?
I have to roll
pretty well on the short rest. So they're looking physically better, but they are probably not mentally better at this particular moment.
Half the dice I rolled were minimum healing dice, so I could use that Song of Rest.
I burned
the Song of Rest. The Song of Rest is going to add an additional 5.
That's enough. That's enough to put Doomerin over the top, up to max.
Yeah, Akira's almost back up to max health. I'm 40 out of 48.
Yeah, I was literally 1 point shy of being max, so that pushed me over the edge.
I'm at half right now, so.
Of course, I would roll a 1 on my hit die for a short rest.
Yeah, Akira is looking physically better, but they definitely are finding comfort in Erigen's hat and Luca's arms. But they do start to make, as we sit around, they pull themselves a bit away from Luca, not in a bad way, just kind of like they sit up and, they start to apologize to everyone as they sit there.
Quick question: how many hit dice are we allowed to use on a short rest?
Up to full. You can use all of them if you want. On a long rest, you regain half of your maximum. So
I'm gonna roll a couple. I'm gonna roll more than just 1 then.
It's all right.
I rolled a freaking 1.
That's cool.
If you need, if you need to deficit spend, Yeah, and you can choose per die too. So like if you just need to just heal dump, you can roll as many of them as you want. If you just need a little, you can roll 1 or 2. If you roll 1 or 2 and you don't like the result, you can keep rolling. Oh.
Well, even so, I just on 3d8, I just totaled a 9. So
Congratulations,
on
that's
4d8,
terrifying.
4d8, I totaled 10.
Yeah.
Well, reminder. Wait, you have Constitution mod, right?
I do not.
Oh right. Oh right. Oh shit. Well then, yeah. The dice are the only number.
Well, I mean, I got an extra 5 for my Song of Rest, so that's cool.
Oh yeah. Yeah, if you want to burn more, like if you need to burn more than half or more, you can burn as many as you deem necessary. You don't have to declare and then no more.
It's okay. I should be good. I got up to 29 hit points, so I mean, if we get in a fight, I don't have any abilities left anyway. So.
Wait, question. Can I do Find Familiar during the short rest or no?
Technically, it is casting a spell. So it would be, I would say it would take an amount of effort that would interrupt a rest.
Okay.
But you do cook up the what's the word? The idea to like, ooh, what if I do the thing?
Get like an iPad.
I need to reassemble my boy. It's fine.
Oh my gosh. That's definitely how I'm flavoring that. I'm just taking an hour to basically carve out a silver snake and then
connect all the bits of a silver snake.
Yeah.
But yes, then with that, Sophie and Eltahane especially, but also Clarissa, all looking a little bit, still a little bit worse for wear, but even using all of their hit dice. But oh right, it was 5. Still not max for either of them, but definitely helpful. No wait, Clarissa, that tops her off. Nailed it. But Lane, helping Sophie and Clarissa back onto their feet, kind of everybody beginning to rouse and gather yourselves. Lane's going to walk up towards Akira and Eredrin and kind of wrap around as fellow siblings. Well, not siblings, but y'all are family.
Yeah.
We've been around each other for a long time.
Yeah. Definitely,
And,
very tenderly, like someone who's broken ribs and laughing kind of tenderly, like we're returning the favor.
There's the psychic whisper into both of your minds as he can connect to both if you allow it. Please be safe.
I mean, I would respond, you can join us.
We need to see to the others. More than just us at stake.
I mean,
If they were willing to do that to come after you, for me, Eric.
where is Eric?
Oh, well, I had forgotten to roleplay that whole thing. Eric came along too. Eric has been very quietly following. Sneaky. It's true. It's actually true. He's very sneaky.
Sneaky snake.
Good snake.
I mean, I would say, like, to him verbally and give at this point, like, tell me how many chains you need. when you find out.
The ones that escaped left with Cyrex and Calypso. If a thing could take down those two, we would be in a dire amount of trouble indeed.
Of course, but once you find the final number, losses, let me know so we can handle that.
Find out what we can find out. The way of things at the front of the entrance, I very much assume that the school is about to be overrun by Crown's Guard.
Would be willing to assume so as well. Also, I don't know if you saw it in chat, but before we left, I asked, could my Echo have brought me the axe, the magic axe?
Yes, very yes.
Okay.
You would have had the time and the focus to be able to have done all that.
Yeah.
Sitting around the axe on the ground are a couple of coins that Luca would have dropped.
Could I roll to see if my Echo got those too? Or, you know.
What coins?
The little
They're the little tokens.
Oh, the tokens. Yes. I mean that'd be easy enough.
Okay.
Yeah, there were five tokens, which Luca dropped along with the battle axe when he saw what was going on.
One does when they get yeeted to Jotunheim.
Yeah.
And I mean, once we get done with the rest, I'm going back towards the apartment.
Yes.
And I'm inviting Eric along, obviously, because I'm in his apartment too. So yeah.
Indeed. I mean, he moved out. He tried to move out at least. Turns out when you try to move out, sometimes they bring you back again.
Hey,
yes.
Again, Mikasa Sukasa.
Just when I thought I was out, they pulled me back
Wow.
in. And pull me back in.
During the course of the short rest, Akira is going to eventually kind of like stand up away from Luca, but not like, once again, not in a bad way, but just in like, just kind of I'm better. I can stand. And they are going to apologize to everybody for losing control. They are really gonna like look real sad when they approach Eredrin, just because they found out how close they came to killing you. So that they actually kind of like really hug you like really tight, like full tail wrap around, like a huge apology, like I love you. I'm so sorry. They like really they're you can tell they're trying to keep from crying to like show you that they're okay, but that the dam is trying to break again, but not in a they're just upset about hurting you.
Mm-hmm.
Quick question. So there was like a bottle or something that Eltahane, it was Eltahane, I think, who trapped the the tendril thing in a bottle, right?
The source of water.
Oh, the source of water. Okay.
Yeah, the source of water. He capped and then put on his person.
Well, because there was definitely a magical thing that caused this to happen to Akira, so it wasn't just something Akira did on their own.
Oh yeah, no, that tendril seemed to or like went into Akira, and then Akira, exploded out, and then pulled the energy back together again.
Yep.
All right, there will be a point where Luca's going to point that out, but I think I should let those two talk for a second first.
Yeah. I mean, as Akira's apologizing, everyone's like, "You have nothing to apologize for. You couldn't have controlled that." Like all that jazz.
They understand, but they're still upset because they know that whatever happened, their emotional state allowed it to happen, and that's even against like the monk training. So they're like really now like you know, they're they're now pretty much like now leaning way into the GIF and monk stuff. Like, you know, they're you can tell that Akira is calming themselves and steadying themselves. They're walking slower, you know, measuring steps. They're very like everything they're doing at this moment. You can just tell that it's a control thing.
In like a very parental way, just like being like, I'm not upset. You do not have to apologize. You could not have controlled that. Do not beat yourself up over it.
They shake their head, and you know they agree with knowing that they couldn't have controlled it, but they still feel the feeling is gonna take just a little bit to go away. But
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
not for lack of trying, but I didn't die, so
you're not allowed to die on my watch.
I know. I'm saying here.
And then Akira will go over to Nock and apologize for hurting Nock, and says, you know, thank you. Your voice brought me back.
That's what it comes down to, Akira, is that it wasn't you, it was something else entirely. It was beyond your control. But you somehow found a way to grab the reins.
I couldn't have done it without your help.
I don't know how Team Monk, yeah, exactly.
Team Monk.
He'll definitely go for like the clasp of like the clasp handshake, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Akira does it up to the forearm. When you do, they get like right there and like get close and like, you know, give you.
I mean, he'll pull you in, you know.
Yeah, and give you like that look, like, all right, partner.
Yeah.
While we're walking, can I roll some Arcana checks on those magical thing images?
Walking and are you going to bury your head in a book while you are walking?
Yes.
That is going to make it extraordinarily hard to walk. Is my attestation.
I'll do it later.
I'm just reminded of that clip from SpongeBob. Like, that's the last time I read and swim.
I'll do it when we get back to the apartment then.
But one of the last things Akira does as we're walking is they'll actually go and project into Luca's mind, thank you so much. And they'll just kind of smile and then, you know, walk with the rest of the group.
I think Luca would take that opportunity to step forward and just gently take a hold of Akira's hand. You're welcome, but just remember that you don't have to apologize when it's not a thing that you do. It's what was done to you. All right? You didn't choose what happened back there. Someone made you do it. Lack of focus and lack of self-control only goes so far. You've seen the extent to which I can push at someone's willpower. I'm not the only one that can do that. And some people use it to be a whole lot worse than I am. So...
Akira nods, yeah.
So I might recommend that instead of being upset with yourself, be angry at the one who did it.
I am.
I think you can use that a lot more right now than any blame. I don't think the blame will get you anywhere. Blaming yourself won't get you anywhere. Blame them. Without them, it would have never happened. All right?
Akira nods and stands up straighter.
We're all in this together. Nobody trusts you any less for what happened. Got it?
Thank you. Got it.
So keep your head up.
Kira definitely nods and smiles, blushes a little. Then lets your hand go to run and slap Erigen's hat back on his head really hard.
Oof. Oof.
You're gonna get that like very like I almost glare at you, like I look almost to you with a glare, and then I'm like, wait, let me not. And like, it's a softer look, just like, okay. Remember who cooks in the house.
They just kind of tra-la-la-la-la off. Not far though. They not far at all. But they're making the best of the moment.
Did you have a key to my apartment?
Whether he does or not, he can get in. Also, the last person that left there may not have locked the door.
Wait, didn't we all leave through the window?
Yeah, we all left the window.
The rest of y'all
the door.
You locked the door, and then you left
that wasn't a door.
You left a guy there who does also use doors. He doesn't just fly; he also just crash landed. You know.
Yes, but he had the opportunity to fly, and he didn't.
Indeed. Sometimes a man's got to do what a man's got to do.
Like, I locked it for a reason, but he was like, "Nah, fam, I'm just gonna unlock it." Like,
you know, if I have to pull out more Dr. Horrible sing-along blog references, I will. I just watched it the other day.
Man's gotta do what a man's gotta do.
You see, he threw you in the garbage.
Oh wow, that's memory.
Yeah. I stopped the van. The remote control was in my hand.
All right, so bring ourselves back.
Yeah.
I had to stop myself vigorously from singing a reference to Dr. Horrible sing-along. Like,
You're all right.
I'm over here. I had the most self-control for once.
hey, welcome to the apartment, guys.
Yeah. So as everyone separates, all of the other Priory members, besides Eric, because Eric also is very concerned for the safety and health of everyone involved. Y'all split paths. They very much start to take back alleys, bob and weave towards the outskirts of town, and the front gate to leave. You heading in a bit further to get to your apartment. Equally familiar with the town, cautiously trying to make sure, like, hey, no one else popping out, no one else, and you are able to get there, and you go to open the door, and there is that little bit of a stop. And immediately, like, you open it and it hits something, and then it, like, reaching around the edge of the door, you see a fairly battle-worn toolbox, or just opening the door and, like, looking at you with its other fist like bared, like ready to punch something popping through the door, and then it sees you and the fist drops and it just steps back a couple of steps and gets its hand off the door, like, oh yes, this is your house, please come into your house, without saying words.
Very Baymax, like, I love it.
Oh, we do have a Baymax. That's cool.
You have a big boy. But getting back into your apartment, the only messy parts of it are the parts that the parts that were messy before. There was the Griffin spilling into the room, informing y'all. He is there as well. Breakfast has cooled a bit by this point. But it does still have that lingering smell of cooked breakfast. You can see Fisher and Griffin actually definitely have eaten some of what was there.
No, as soon as I get in, I'm ravishing.
Andor and Blackbird as well. In the room, like, when there is that stop at the door, Brandor's got the heavy crossbow up, Blackbird's like ready, and then both of them kind of relaxing, like, oh, it's you, okay.
I'm not saying anything to anyone. I'm just ravishing that breakfast, just going to town on it.
Akira goes to their room to check on the pseudo dragon. For A, and clean their clothes off. For 2.
Wrong place.
Oh, as you go in to look for the pseudo dragon isn't there at first, and then it kind of like you see its body shiver, and this field of invisibility just kind of drop off of it. It
extend my arm when it appears.
Nods for a moment, not towards you, like it's staring off somewhere. Nods and then suddenly pays attention to you again, and it goes and crawls up. You see as it crawls up, where its front hands are, it looks like it puts hands at like parts of your clothes that are torn, and this very slow kind of restitching of your clothing stitched back together.
Well, thank you. Oh, that feels much better. I'm sorry I left you, little buddy.
Kind of nods his hand, or nods his head, and then just kind of like cocks his head towards you and the like wounds that you've suffered.
Yeah, it's been a rough trip, which is one of the reasons I'm glad I left you here. And Akira will like pet its head, like as it perches on them.
It looks off again for a minute, and then just starts to like extend its neck back a little bit, like it's stretching. Then and then kind of looking back down towards you. Where are you? You're supposed to be here. I swear. I know. Existed. I made you. And be that way. Warlock. Yeah. There she is. Found it. All right. So as the head arches back for a second and then kind of comes down, the face kind of. This is a strange feeling still. Hi, good to see. He said you look. Wow, are you okay?
You can talk?
Oh, no. Your spearmen cannot talk of their own volition, but he and I share a very special bond.
Oh. Okay.
Me.
Yes.
To see you.
I'm.
Sorry, I forgot. Her accent. Her accent's a little bit softer. It's a little bit more southern. That's right. Okay, sorry, forgot. Yeah, yeah. It's good to see you again. You look like you've been. Are you okay?
I have. I've had a trip, but it's okay. I'm gonna be okay.
He's been telling me a little bit about what's been going on with you all. Sorry I couldn't talk to you before. This takes a bit of my focus, and sometimes it's not exactly advantageous to take all of my focus away from my surroundings.
And you have such beautiful clothes to make, so.
Well, yeah, there's that, but like I can. There's a certain amount I'm able to do, even from a distance, especially with spearmint so nearby you. Do you need some health? Do you need some help? You're all.
I'm sure we would appreciate any assistance you could provide. I don't know what to do. There's people hunting us. There's people who have eyes like mine and claim to be my father's servants, and I don't know. But if there's any way you can help us, we'll take it.
If you all have a little bit I can do, try and protect you all, at least a little bit. Here, if you don't mind, sit here a second. Let him do his thing, and then I'll just you can take me out to the others when you have a second, and I'll maybe I can explain myself now that I have a moment.
That sounds good to me.
I hate to.
In that moment, the couple of minutes that you take to kind of breathe, it seems as the presence leaves Spearmint, as they have been called now, the hands go back to basically remending the rest of your clothes and stuff.
Yeah, Akira will just sit there lotus style and meditate while Spearmint stitches my clothing up.
I hate to do this this way, but just before I leave, can I roll those arcanas real quick and find my familiar?
Yes, you can.
And again, the finding familiar is like I'm carving out the silver and just like connecting. I've already cracked everything. Yeah.
Basically carve in the snake into the silver bars and make it real, basically.
Yeah.
That is easy enough as far as like a spell goes. You have find familiar, you can do the thing. And then if I remember correctly, did Luca get a hold of identify?
Nope.
Oh, okay, cool. Then yes, you can roll Arcana checks.
All right, my first one's going to be on the big fat great axe.
Fat great axe.
That's a crit. All
Right, Tim, I gave you notes. This big fat great axe.
Yes, big fat great axe. Big fat great axe is in fact a giant slayer axe.
Big fat great axe.
Oh, I'm keeping that.
It is a giant Slayer axe.
It is a giant Slayer axe.
I'm taking my old great axe, I'm tossing it off to like leaning against a wall, and I'm like keeping this thing.
There's a moment that Doomerin smiles and is like, that must have been for me.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm gonna give him a glare, just like. Or wait,
Oh,
no.
I mean,
forget that.
yeah.
Forget that.
Well, you give him the glare. I'm with it. No, you give him the glare and it's like, no, I mean, a lot of people think I'm a giant, and that's not entirely true. I am giant, but I'm not a giant.
And in giant, I'm gonna say, oh, okay, sorry, yeah, okay.
Yes, that man.
He might was to kill him.
Got it now.
Then going down the list, we have a few other things. Luca, you could have actually attuned to the one thing that you had that you had already attached.
Yes.
Yeah, you now understand the properties of your brooch of shielding.
Yay!
And
I think I already have it marked as attuned, but I will just leave it marked as attuned. I should have waited until after that moment. Sorry about that.
C'est la vie. I had thought we were going to cruise onward, but there was a question posed, and suddenly things happened. Ask me the right questions, you get weird answers.
Yes.
And can I
Loved all of those answers, by the way.
Yeah. Can I check out the tokens now?
You can roll with advantage, by the way, because you do have Doomerin around.
Okay. That'd be 15.
With that, it's relatively easy to figure out, and all of them are kind of congruent. So it's pretty easy to tell, identifying one, identifying all. These little coin tokens, you can tell through some of the transmutation magic glyphs and the way it looks. This is very likely a burnable featherfall spell.
Burnable feather.
A Qual's feather token for purposes of item knowing. Basically, if you fall, you can stop falling, or at least stop falling as fast.
Nice.
If I remember right, it's like single. It's a one-off use, and it's only on you or something. Whatever it is for the Quell's feather token, that's what it is.
I'm gonna palm one and then distribute the rest to not Luca, Akira, and Slayer. When Akira comes out, I'll give it to Akira. But yeah.
All right, and there were. What else do we have left on that list? Been a minute.
Wait, okay, so there are 4 different Qualls feather token.
It's the one that is feather.
Oh no, it's Anchor Bird,
What?
Fan, Swan Boat.
Oh wait, no. Am I thinking of the wrong thing? There.
Now that my computer has decided to cooperate, and also hashtag get a beard a new computer fund. What have I missed?
So feather token, featherfall. There it is. Identifying things. Oh, this one is the one you should be finding. Feather token, featherfall.
Cool. Awesome.
Yeah. and actually, there were a grand total of 7 of those. So.
Oh, 7. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
You found the initial 5, and then there were I improperly described there were other dead bodies down there. People got into the sanctuary. People got into the sanctuary like one does, and Eltahane made sure that they didn't leave it.
Oh, well then, okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Not more dead students, just more dead bodies. Intruders. Okay, gotcha.
Intruders down.
But
Gotcha. Okay, cool.
with that, love you guys. Gotta run. See y'all in 2023. Or if we have another thing, I'll see you.
If we
whenever
do
I see
something
you.
else, yeah.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Fairly well.
See you, Ro. Farewell. Travel safe.
I will do my best.
Loves you.
Yeah.
So, what did I miss?
So where did you leave off is the question.
I honestly, my computer decided to, do its thing and be stupid again. Hashtag get Beardy a new laptop fun, or get Beardy a new desktop. Yeah. The desktop is much better.
Where did you leave off in your understanding?
I know that it was basically just it was Fisher and I believe it was Fisher and Luca and not Luca, Fisher and Akira and Eridrin were like talking at breakfast or something like that. Is what it was.
Yeah, there was breakfast being had. The rest of your cadre here and doing their things. Akira pardoned themselves off to their room to freshen up and looked around for the dragon, and the dragon became visible from being invisible, which is a new thing. And then looked like it was staring off into space for a minute, and then all of a sudden kind of crawled up, started mending some of the tears on Akira, and then suddenly kind of came inhabited by the voice of its master, Miss Beckles.
Bex, yeah.
Whom was very concerned, and basically said, "Hey, we should probably have a talk if you want. But I can basically only do one thing at a time. So let me finish mending your stuff. You take a breather from what looks like you exploding from the inside, and then at your leisure, take me in to see your friends, and I can take back over.
Cool.
So.
And the name of the name of it is Spearmint, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
The little pseudo dragon is Spearmint.
Spearmint.
Oh my goodness.
Adorable. I love the name. I caught it earlier. I thought it was really cute.
Mm-hmm. Actually very badly described Spearmint, because actually he's wearing some stuff. He has a little ring, like I say a ring, he has a choker on that is almost like a collar, but it's very well runed and nice, rather than seeming like a place for a leash. Also wearing a small like chest plate thing with something embedded in it, and he has a large almost crocheting knitting needle. I think that he's using. That is actually what he's using to mend your stuff.
Okay.
I don't remember if I actually described that stuff, but I have a whole ass stat block for this boy now.
Look at that.
The good boy.
Nice.
But
Spearmint, the goodest of boys.
He's such a goodest boy. And Kira, after you composed yourself, lotus pose, Spearmint very kindly actually able to cast Mending as an action rather than over a minute, because that special needle he's got. You're able to get yourself together.
Okay.
How would you all like to proceed? As
I guess after the mending is done, Akira will gather the group together so they can hear the message from the seamstress.
Okay.
mm,
Yeah, I mean, as far as just be 100% blunt, Alec doesn't really know what to do at this point in time after everything that's going on, because, I mean, between being chased by the Githyanki and the Suns, you know, not really sure where the next move should be.
and as the pseudo dragon is brought out into the middle of things, Kira, do you prep them for what's about to happen?
Yes. Yeah. Akira will definitely
Okay.
prep them.
So y'all would know that this is, yeah, just so you know, he's about to speak, and he's going to speak with, and Bex suddenly takes over again. All right, right, we're here. Hi everybody. And dial it in, Howard. There it is. There it is. All right, everybody. Are you all? Spearmint tells me that you all had have had several brushes with death and hurt and stuff, and you look like you're doing at least pretty all right after all that. And Akira here says maybe you need a little bit more help. So, do y'all have things y'all need to be doing right now?
Nock will kind of just look over at Luca and just kind of be like, well, kind of like, again, just a little bit thrown off that this thing is now talking. I don't think any of us besides Akira has actually met Bex.
Indeed.
Yeah, so I definitely don't recognize this voice.
That's why she very specifically spoke of Akira and literally has not said anything about the rest of you.
Yeah. It's like, and I'll kind of look over at Luca and just kind of give it like a look and just kind of go, well, I'm not quite sure what you're able to offer us there, little buddy.
Oh, right. Sorry. Spearmint's been telling me all sorts of stories about y'all. I don't... Hi, my name's Bex. I'm this and this, and the pseudo dragon kind of like it's towards itself, and this is Spearmint. But me, I'm not here. I'm in Hupperduke.
You're in Grimgaleer. That's where you're at right now.
Spearmint is in Grimgaleer. I am in Hupperduke.
Yes, Spearmint. Yes, this is Grimgaleer. We're in Grimgaleer.
I speak in am Bex, and Bex is in Hupperduke.
Is Bex in the room with us right now?
Yes, Bex is me. Bex is me. I am Bex, and I am speaking through Spearmint.
I love Nock so much.
Luca, you better take over. I don't know.
Bex, and who exactly are you then?
Well,
And I don't mean
am.
your name, I mean who are you?
I understand. I represent the Moonweaver here in Hupperduke. It's not a popular thing to be when a popular thing to be here in the Empire. Don't know how much you know. Familiar are with the laws here. Sehanine isn't exactly welcome in most polite circles, and you can actually go to jail for it. So I'd appreciate that staying on the low. But one of the reason that I sent Spearmint here to observe you, I suppose, might be more your question. Am I fair?
Well, more importantly, I want to know, like, what is it you do, and why is it you've sent your pseudo-dragon to follow us, and why did you wait until now to start talking?
Well, the talking part, that's actually quite easy. This takes a significant amount of my effort to be able to do. Looking through a familiar's eyes, it leaves me very vulnerable. If I'm to be perfectly honest.
Fair enough. So what's your interest in us?
You all are you're an adventuring party, it looks about like. And y'all are not a bunch of assholes just killing monsters and getting money, would seem, if Spearmint's telling me right.
People get
Fair?
money for this?
Oh yeah, people do in fact get money for this.
Where the hell has that been then?
Out of character, we've done all right.
Oh yeah, yeah.
we actually have.
Like, listen, most of the money we've gotten, I think, has actually been from Fisher, and that's been like him just saying, "Hey, I'll pay you to come with me, and then also here I'll help my sons out." No, like,
Yeah,
there's like 10 platinum in the chest. Just saying.
true. There's
I'm aware.
Which is
None
by
of
the
it.
way, which I think it's very important that I let you know that chest is at Fisher's.
Oh,
actually, it's out front. The horses, the horses are out front, and so is the cart.
Good. I sometimes miss little details.
No, I
have my
missed saying it.
Okay, that's good to know.
They survived well enough to actually pack the cart and leave.
Good. Well, sure, but there are plenty of adventurers, I'm sure. We, however, are a unique group of individuals with our own unique secrets and motives, and perhaps it might not be best to be spying on us unless you want to tell us more about why. What specifically caught your interest? Who are you affiliated with?
Well, my group of adventurers were I in fact used to be an adventurer like you, but I was
Say
had
what your next words are.
an interaction with a being, a thing, and I have in my possession something that makes it very difficult for me to continue that lifestyle. Turns out very much that if I am its effect has made me what some might call paper thin. I have quite a bit of affluence with magic and with the Haneen's power, particularly.
Whose power? Sorry.
Sehaneen, the Moonweaver.
Gotcha.
One that you would know is chaotic enough in nature to not be particularly appreciated in the Empire.
Could I get that name like spelled out real quick so that I can add it to the notes?
In the chat.
In
Thank
the
you.
chat, that would be
Bam.
Nine the Moon Beaver. Bam! There it is. Sehaneen.
Where is it?
Roll 20.
Roll 20, thank you. I'm looking in Discord like an idiot.
Oh, you're fine. No, that's perfectly reasonable enough. So with Sehaneen, I am I have a particular affinity with her power, but even with that, a power that I do have, it has been beyond me to relieve myself of this this thing that has been cursing me.
You're hedging. You're not telling us everything.
Of course not. This thing is very dangerous, and if fallen into the wrong sort of hands, it very much has the potential to call forth a power that would be detrimental to the health of life. Period life in total. So
Right.
it is best to speak more vaguely about such things unless we do get to know each other better.
Well, considering that you have a familiar, eyes and ears, chatting back to you everything that we do, I'd say that you're
not
you're
everything.
more familiar.
He has been a bit standoffish, at least with your more private things. That has been an instruction for the record.
Yes, but the only evidence that we have of that is your word, which you won't even tell us the whole truth, so what good's that?
Enough.
Alright, so cursed object is something, right? You're plagued by a cursed object, but you can't get rid of it, but you wouldn't get rid of it because apparently it would potentially cause destruction if it fell into the wrong hands. So why us then?
Because I've recently come to understand the existence of a thing that I did not know existed before. My prayers to Sehaneen, I was able to ask for well, I've been asking for a long time now, and I was finally answered in a thing that has the potential to alleviate my suffering, and perhaps also see to it that this thing is no longer going to plague anybody.
Are you asking us to do you a favor?
I am.
I will warn you,
that we take favors pretty damn seriously these days.
That is fair. That seems like a reasonable thing.
Akira's gonna blush upon hearing Luca say that.
Sanine told me about an amulet. One that not only has her blessing, but has been blessed by Avandra, Changebringer, and Coralon, Darkheart. This thing was used once upon a time to the defense of life in old Divergence calamity times.
I mean, you keep saying a thing, but we don't even know what this thing is.
This one, the thing I'm sending after is an amulet. The pendant on it looking a lot like a moon with some lines on it, protection kind of rune work to it. It opens up and it can light up the dark.
And just for above table, like this, she did say to us that she has this in her possession.
Oh, she has a thing asterisk not totally defined that is plaguing her, and she is asking for you all to seek out this amulet.
Yeah. Well, yeah. And again, I'll reiterate, just kind of like echo, be like, kind of like my compatriot here said, favors don't come cheap with us, not necessarily in the sense of monetization, but depends on who's asking for it, and we kind of need to be everything above reproach before we're able to take on any heavy tasks. Anything.
Plus, we also sort of have our own problems that we're dealing with.
Yeah, we're kind of got our own packed house as of right now. So, I mean, I understand you say that this is a great threat of all life. I'm assuming you mean in a broad gesture to the entire plane. But, I mean, again, someone...
Unless she thinks the thing that she's looking for is where we're going.
I actually don't entirely know where y'all are going. That is kind of my question. I can.
What direction is
give
this amulet?
It is out pretty far out west. If I'm to be perfectly honest, it is out in the is out in Marquette. Quite a distance away from Grimgalier, but I can. And she hesitates for a second, and the head kind of jerks forward again. Spearmint kind of shakes their head off and starts looking around a bit, and then scampers over towards you, Knock, and holds up its hands, and slowly starts to move its hands, and some glowing pale light starts to glow in both their hands, and it tries to touch you.
Okay, I'm allowing it to touch me. However, at my side, I am got my hand firmly on my dagger, Because I don't know if this needs to be a T-shirt, but Nock doesn't trust anyone. So.
Joey doesn't share food. Nock doesn't trust anyone.
Hashtag trust no one.
One
yeah,
does.
so I will allow this to happen, but like I have hand without them being able to see, hand firmly on like dagger, ready to pull at a moment's notice. So
Yeah, and it's scampered up by your feet and then just kind of like touches your feet with the glowing hands.
mm-hmm.
It's almost like a circuit connects as both glowing hands touch your feet. This warble of energy kind of warps up your legs and up and around your arms and totally encapsulates you as it locks you. You hear this kind of almost like crystalline creaking of this energy as it creeps up and locks around you, and as it does, it kind of then disappears, almost like a second skin over you.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And as it does this, the rest of you see a crescent moon form on on above Nock's chest and then sink and into him.
Nock is a little bit like on edge at this point, going like, "What the? Whoa, hey, anybody know what just happened?"
And the voice kind of back in. Did that work?
Yeah, it did. What the hell did what work? I don't know what happened.
So that is a spell known as a death ward.
No.
If something were to in the next 8-ish hours try and hit you to death, it will stop it from killing you. You might not feel good, but at least it'll stop something from killing you.
What does it keep you at 1 HP essentially?
Yeah. Unless it's massive damage. If it's massive damage, if it's massive damage, it just negates the damage.
So keep you at max HP at least. Okay.
It'll keep you at max HP if it's something that would an effect that would kill you instantly without dealing damage, that effect is negated.
Okay. Cool. So I mean, I don't think that Alec has enough experience with magic itself to like really understand what a death ward is right off the bat. So whenever she says death ward, he's like, "You put a death curse on me?" Like he's immediately.
It protects you from the death. It stops the death. Makes the death not
Deathy?
You look smart.
And so I just kind of look at him like,
Listen, I just know that
I don't like things putting death curses on me, so I didn't know if that's what happened. Okay, just making sure.
It looks like protection magic.
Okay.
No, the Moonweaver will have a direct influence on you not dying for the next 8 hours. Is my point.
I think we're going to need that within the next 8 hours. You know something we don't know?
I don't. You wanted to clarify my intentions.
Gotcha.
And those are my intentions.
Well,
If I were not still connected to Sehanine, I would not be able to exercise magic in her name, and I would not be able to bestow it on you.
I see. For the sound of it you're looking for, it seems like it's quite out of our way.
It definitely would be a different direction altogether, perhaps. But I don't know where your way is. But that is my intention in asking for your help. If you would like, I can just dismiss Spearmint from you. That'll mean that he comes back to me. But
real quick, inquire. I will in Draconic. I will ask through Spearmint and say, "Do you speak Draconic?" Like to Bex. Because I don't know. The thing is, she's speaking through a dragon, a pseudo dragon, but like still, I don't know if like the dragon can translate.
Yeah, you say that, and there's a moment where the head like dips down for a second, and then comes back up and can understand. I can somewhat understand.
Okay. Just like wanted to make sure of like okay, just checking. Sometimes we and like still in Draconic, just like sometimes we try to get communication out, through without using common, and we want to make sure that anything that if you're going to be riding along with us, that anything might be picked up, if need be, secretively.
I'm smart enough. I'm familiar with Elvish, Sylvan, and Celestial as well. If you're trying to get a message to me, or well, Spearmint's going to be the one that's going to be in control most of the time. That's again, I'm actually a little bit uncomfortable with how long I've been in this whole. Luckily, right now I have a tiny hut around me that I constructed, and my shop's closed up right now, so I should be all right. But just it's a little bit to do this. So
if I were to communicate with Spearmint, and I were to give a message in Draconic, it would be able to relay that back to you.
Yeah. Spearmint understands the dragons.
Okay. Well, I mean, and so I look over at Luca, look over at Akira, and I'm just kind of like, well, I mean, Akira is still with us, right? Like right there in the room with us, I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
I look over at both of them, and I just kind of like go, I mean, and I look over at them, and I just say, I don't know where the Githzerai are coming from, and I don't know. All I know is we ran into the Suns back west. And you said this place was east, right?
The Marquette is very far west. It is beyond,
very far west. Okay.
It's beyond the edge. It is a different continent entirely.
I had that flipped. Okay, never mind. Yeah. So with that,
well, I mean, if you travel far enough east, you'll run into it too. But like,
yeah, it's true. Yeah, I will say like, well,
Exandria is in fact not flat, no matter what FCG tells you.
Yeah, basically I just kind of go, well, we ran into the Suns back west, and I don't know where the Githzerai are coming from, but if we're gonna be moseying off of this continent, it might be our best shot at trying to avoid some trouble. Wait till some heat dies down before we come on back, and this will give us something to do in the meantime, and that way we can, hopefully prevent the destruction of the entire life force as we know it, essentially. Is that right?
Well, I don't mean to make it sound as dire as all that, really, but part of why I hid here in Hupperduke doing what I'm doing is because I am able to keep a low-key, low-profile life and still be able to keep this artifact on me. If it's too terribly far away from me, I can no longer see, which is, as you might understand, a deep inconvenience to live in general. But it also makes me paper thin. As far as if something hits me, I am extra beholden to the damage that it causes. As experienced as I am, that would still do a great deal to hurt me.
You said you're associated with Akira here, right?
I did some work for Akira. This beautiful ensemble they're wearing, and now recently repaired. Thank you, Spearmint. And like the wings of Spearmint kind of flap like.
And then I look over at Akira and just kind of like confirm like they made this outfit for you and everything.
The entire thing.
And then just going through Nock's head, he's just thinking about that night and watching Akira really bust out of their shell essentially and start doing things that they weren't really ever to do before and just feel confident, I guess, and new chapter essentially, and that feeling kind of like resides well in Nock's head, and so I just kind of look at everybody else and I say, well, if you're able to, I feel like you're not bad people if you're able to do something like that. So I feel like if anyone who's able to help Kira in that certain time seems okay in my book. So
well, they were all Twitter pated, and if I'm to be perfectly honest, that is one of the domains of my lady, the Moonweaver, is romance and proper courtship, and also some of the improper courtship, if you know what I'm talking about.
You get an actual like audible chuckle out of Nock for that one, and so he kind of just he's like
people have needs, all right, and she wants people happy.
I get that. With that, Nock will just kind of as he's sitting there take his staff, his quarterstaff, kind of like just point it down at the center of the room with everybody, and we'll point it more specifically at Spearmint and just say like, if my vote's gonna cast for anything, if my vote's worth anything, I say that we help him out. What's everybody else say?
It might not be our priority at the moment, though. We might have to get to it in a little while.
I mean, that is entirely okay. That is entirely okay. Like I said, I didn't mean for it to sound as dire as all that. I am currently safe and protected as far as my anonymity. I don't think anybody's looking for it with quite the gusto that I would be afraid for my life right now. But it's just one of those things of I see an opportunity in you all to be free of a curse, of a problem that I have, and maybe be able to. I mean, honestly, the jewel of prayers that I'd be sending you after would very well possibly. I don't want it. I don't want it for me. I want it so that I can be free after that. If you're in good enough standing with the Moonweaver yourself, or Coralon, or what have you, Vandra, that's the other one. Yeah, if you're on good enough terms with Sahanine, Coralon, or Evandra, I'd be willing to leave it with you.
I don't see us going back to Hapadug anytime soon.
Oh, you don't need to do that. I could tell you what I know about it, but I don't. I don't want to tell people about something that is a priceless and irreplaceable artifact of my god if you're not going to be if it's not going to be a priority yet. Fine,
Yeah.
it's fine.
Like I said, we've got a lot going on at the moment.
It's all right. That's
People that we care about in serious danger.
that should be attended to. I would
Unless your god has any vested interest in helping us with that.
What are you doing? What's the problem?
You said you're not affiliated with any particular organizations. You're just with Sehanine.
Yeah, my group, we died trying to get a hold of, or they died trying to get a hold of this artifact. I survived.
What do you know about the people who attacked us just outside of Huppaduke?
Which people where? There's from what I saw, I saw I had him start following you when y'all were leaving the Blushing Tankard. I had him follow your cart. Then it's kind of, y'all found him, and he came down, and I saw y'all fight the Ballets, multiple. Whoa.
What about this most recent attack? Did he see any of that?
Your Akira told him to hide, and he asked me to hit him with invisibility, so I did, and then he hid out. Not gonna lie, he may look like a fierce little dragon. He is somewhat of a softy boy.
Well, then I don't know if I want to risk involving you any further than what you already know. Because the people that we're dealing with, if they know that you know, they will come for you. And it doesn't seem like it's very easy to stop them, since they can apparently teleport in. Kind of just gestures around the room when he says that, like that's a very real threat that we have to consider at any moment.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, that's quite dangerous, that. So,
That
but to put it as
is
simply as possible, Akira is being hunted by slavers.
oh, okay.
And so is Eredrin and all of their kin. I guess you don't need organization names to know that.
That's fair enough.
They launched an attack on the Priory here in Grimgalir and killed many of the students that were studying there, and yeah, we're pretty upset about it, and we're thinking of what we should be doing about it right now.
If it would help you, I have a gift of my people I could exercise. If they're looking for you, especially you, would you mind if I have him touch you as well? Sure.
Yeah, Kira's fine with it.
She shakes free again, and Spearmint comes over, places his hands on you. This time, instead of a a brighter, more celestial looking magic, these shadows emanate from his hands and wrap around you. They start to wash up you and get thinner as they wash up, so it's almost this almost smoke thin layer just washes up you, and then it as well sinks into your body. That she takes back into her into assuming direct control, all right. So, also with a little bit of a time limit, for the next 8 hours, you cannot be scryed upon. Nothing can see you through divination or scrying sensors or anything of the sort. So even if you're near your friends and somebody hunting you is able to find one of your friends, they won't be able to find you or perceive you. You can literally talk around your friends, and if they're being seen from a distance, you would not be able to. They wouldn't be able to even hear you.
Akira is very happy to hear that.
I can only do that one time a day for free. I can find some diamonds and be able to maintain it for a longer amount of time, but something that I would be able to do to try and help at least a little. I can remove curses up to a point. Mine's a little stronger than I'm able to break.
Always a comforting feeling whenever the DM is just giving out free temporary buffs.
That's fair. That's very fair.
There's only so many things that I can do, but I can help some, and using if it's a spell that I have to touch somebody to cast, I can do that. I can make people invisible. I can heal people from disease and poison and things of that nature. I can heal. I can heal wounds. I can do some tricky stuff. A bit. So that is my offer. It's not something I can always do in say like real time. Like I might need. I'm connected to Spearmint, but he kind of has to get my attention because when you have a familiar and you're able to talk to them from forever away, like sometimes it's a little bit of a resonance thing versus like what's in front of you right now, voices, anyways. Like I might not be helpful in a fight with Spearmint, but I could help between them, maybe even during one if he's able to get my attention enough and I'm able to focus tight enough. Me exercising this connection is not an invisible thing. The reason I put up my little dome around me to try and keep me safe. We'll see you exercising Moonweaver magic, and they start talking to grounds guards. We have some pretty narky people here in the Empire.
Definitely.
But that's my offer. I can help you as much as I can with the things that you're doing, to prove my intentions and my investment in your continued survival. Maybe you can help me out in return.
Well, we could definitely use the help, and it will depend on this growing development. Like I said, we've got quite the situation here, and we're looking to try to solve this first.
Well, then, I guess I can leave you to your own things.
I mean, if you want to leave Spearmint with us, I guess I don't mind. Spearmint seems like he could be quite helpful to us.
Oh yeah. You know, I give him some nice encouraging words in the mornings. He's not useless in a pinch. I gave him my needle of mending. And by the by, if you need, if you're having an issue, and the little clawed hand goes and draws this needle out. Now, don't let it fool you. It is very useful for mending things, obviously. And he goes over and bippity boppity boops some of your scratched up stuff. Luca, he took some hits.
Oh yeah.
But it also, and then he kind of like extends it out, and it suddenly like explodes out, lengthens out to this almost stiletto looking, thick needle, this long needle, small dagger, and he like two hands it because he's wee, and it's this little two-handed dagger for him. He can stab, or well, more accurately, he'll probably give it to you, and you can stab. Y'all can stab way better than he can.
Oh, I'll try it. Why not? I'll try it.
And picking up basically for all intents and purposes, as a dagger, it is just a +1 dagger. But make sure you give it back to him, and he can use it to mend your clothes and keep you upkept like that.
Then in that case, I'll give it back to him.
Oh yeah, she's not volunteering the magic item.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's
yet. But yeah,
back from the bathroom.
Welcome back. Yeah. So, if you need, and again, if you give me enough time, I can have him light it up, like just a light. I could do that for any of y'all too. Like I could touch your cloak and make it glow, or if y'all are going to dark places and you're not worried about being seen by bright moonlight, I can make that happen.
That could be helpful too. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Just again, just trying to make sure to keep myself useful. Sorry, I might be belaboring the point, but. Yeah, so I guess I can get out of here and let y'all do your thing. It's about time for me to open up the shop, honestly. So I need to pop my bubble here and unlock the door and everything, but
All right. Well,
thank you
keep in
for your
touch.
consideration. Yes, thank you for your considerations. And now that I have met you, I might be able to send you a message if y'all need, or to communicate. You know, short messages. Very long distances. I'm talking a lot. Yeah, anyways, farewell, I suppose, and Spearmint, be a good boy. Don't steal their shit, you tricksy little. And he just kind of like nods his head, and the voice dissipates.
Luca will pick up.
I'll say, yeah. You pick him up, and he reaches for the dagger again.
Oh yeah, it's his. I'll let him have it back. Once I hand it to him, Luca just kind of like reaches up under his chin and scratches under his chin.
He sheathes it in kind of the little notch on his little breastplate that it slides into.
Horrible. Well, that was interesting.
Fisher pipes up.
Yeah.
That is. I've heard of people having familiars. I have never. Sorry, there we are. I have heard of people having familiars. I have never heard of people talking through their familiars. That's weird. It said she's in Hupperduke. What the fuck?
Well,
So far.
Apparently, Akira has met her.
It's been quite the trip.
Like,
You'll have to tell us about this incredibly surprising clothes designer.
It appears a little more interest
Maybe
than
they
just
were-
designing clothes.
Or maybe most of them were like this. This is my first time at a fancy place, so I thought they were all magic, maybe.
This is probably more of a unique thing, honestly.
No, usually
turns
magical
back up.
fancy clothes go a little like this. And Luca just kind of like shrugs and his clothes change into the exact same outfit that Nock is wearing as Alec right now. And then he just kind of shrugs and then change back to his kind of black pants, black vest, and kind of like a gray shirt.
Above table, I've known you could do this.
Spearmint,
Have you ever done
Spearmint
this for
claps.
us?
No, Luca has never utilized his shift weave in front of the party.
I don't think yet. Yeah, so like Alec is definitely just kind of like. We
Oh,
could've
it's
used
shift-
that probably
it's-
a few times.
Oh, dude, it's shift weave, and it's actually not very expensive. We should get you some. I think it'd be very helpful for you.
Well, and then like
See?
he's about to say something, and he looks over at Fisher and realizes that Fisher doesn't know yet. So he's just kind of like, yeah.
Oh no, it just said it would be helpful for you.
No, I know. And then like because I was about to say something, and then I go, yeah, because
yeah, it would be very useful for disguising myself. And it'd be really nice to be able to change my appearance to hide in plain sight. That would be really cool.
Absolutely.
Love some of that.
I may have
go
started a trend.
Go ahead and what's the term? Deception for yourself, Alec.
I'm assisting.
You are assisting. It's true.
I wish I could roll it for you.
I mean, I got a 16 right off. So what does the assist do? Does it just give me advantage? or what?
Yeah, it gives you advantage. Yeah.
Okay.
I am when it comes to
22.
deception,
When it comes to deception,
I have
yeah.
expertise.
Yes.
he is what some might call quite good.
He's a.
Oh, so you know that thing that I do on persuasion where like my minimum is a 20. Deception is exactly the same.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
just
My
hasn't
God.
come up much. It has not come up much.
You have a plus
Yeah.
20 deception? Oh my god.
No. I have a plus 10 deception.
It's a
My
plus- yeah.
minimum is 20. I
Okay.
treat any
You can't-
roll below a 10 as a 10.
Yes,
Okay,
exactly.
okay.
What is that called? I forgot. It's not expertise. It's it's.
What's my
I can't
spark?
remember what. So what?
That one is Eloquence Bard. That's what it's
Yeah.
Silver
But
Tongue or
what's
something?
it called? What is it categorized as in the eloquence part? I cannot remember what it's called. What the actual function is called. But...
Silver Tongue?
Oh no!
For rogues, it's called Reliable Talent.
Yeah, it's
Is
Silver
that reliable
Tongue.
talent? Oh, okay, cool.
Silver Tongue. When you make a Charisma, Persuasion, or Charisma Deception check, you can treat it a D20 roll of 9 or lower as a 10.
That's what I was trying to think. It was reliable talent. But then, yes, okay.
It's super hyper specific, reliable talent.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Fisher chimes in. Well, yeah, that's fair. That's cool. You did in fact out bullshit his passive insight of more than 16 but less than 22. He's
It's good to know that I can just lie to Fisher anytime.
To a point, but
I'm just
yeah.
joking. I've never lied to Fisher. And even what I said wasn't a lie. It would be helpful.
Exactly. It is. I mean, there's a lot of people that run fairly successful shops have at least been around the block once or twice. It's how do you think people can afford doing business?
Makes sense.
You gotta save up one way or another. Either you get it from somebody kind enough to pass down their business to you, or you gotta go out there and earn it in the ways that people earn it.
Well, it would be beneficial to get some actually.
But more to the point, your friends over there, and out of one of the corners, hiding actually fairly successfully, your friend Adkis. He
Whose turn?
Fisher points to your other party members. If they weren't at the forge when they were, we kind of got a little bit attacked ourselves. Took people down. It was much more publicly noisy than before. We packed up horses and moved out right away. Just kind of put everything down, and luckily forges weren't fired up yet or anything. Didn't have to do any of that work, I think. But yeah, so right now the Silverfisher's burnt. As far as a safe place to be, might have to not show face around there for a bit, or I can try to give some sort of explanation to the Crown's Guard as to why you know. Whatever y'all are doing, he glances towards them again. I might need a group around me.
Well, for right now, it seems that many of our friends are under constant attack. It doesn't seem like a good idea for us to really go anywhere that's away from any of you.
Yeah.
Or unless to that end we're trying to stop it, but I'm not really sure how large the opposition is. They seem to just have endless assassins to send, and that's quite troubling.
Kira, you had a lot of you basically had I'll compare it to almost like Chuck, where an enormous amount of information went through your mind.
Yes.
I'll let you make a history check with your wisdom. So if you're proficient
with my wisdom, okay.
So if you're proficient, add your proficiency bonus to wisdom check. If you're not proficient, just roll a wisdom check.
Not proficient, and the dice gods dislike me.
Indeed. Today it did what it did.
Oops.
You have I stacked up DM inspirations on y'all. I forget who had how many of what. Do you have another one, or was that it?
Oh, I'm out. I used mine.
I have another one. Hold on.
If you want to use it, you can.
Yes. I'm going to. This seems important. So now that will make it a 20.
There it is.
Nice.
Now I'm out.
Is.
Now I'm
Indeed.
officially out. That's it. That's all.
Nice. Nice. The more y'all use them, the more I can give them out, baby. All right.
So yeah, I'm officially out now.
So as you start to think about it, things start flashing into your mind. You recognize Gith burial practices and Gith mourning practices when there is not a body to bury.
Right.
And you recognize that the losses that they've sustained, both in northern Hupperduke where they assaulted, and then now here in Grimgalier, sorting through this knowledge that you don't even actually you don't technically know that you know it, but it went through your mind, and where you were directly connected to this other being for an amount of time, and you recognize that doesn't actually have that many fully fledged warriors left at the moment. If he were to send them out for you, he might be much less protected.
I relay that information to the group.
But as part of that, and you did roll a total of 20.
Yes.
As part of that, you recognize a school type setting, but it is the things that you've been told about the way that the Gith were treated previously, when they were brought to their enslavement. They were being broken. They were trying to break their will. Seems that in this school, these beings already have their will broken by the time they are being taught and being given instruction on how to harness psychic energy, how to wield it, as these ones that have been sent after first Eric and Eredrin, but now also you and the rest of the Priory.
I relay all this information to the party via telepathy.
So they may not have a lot of people to fling at you right now. There are people being taught, and the likelihood that danger will at very minimal creep up again sometime. It's very high.
Lay everything that I see in my mind to the group. So I detail them the school, that right now we took out a significant amount, but they are more in the wings. Akira actually kind of list is very matter of factly too when they deliver it. It's very it's you can almost see them leaning in on their own gift training as they get a little militaristic in how they list things out.
Mm-hmm.
They definitely share all that information with Luca, with Nog, with everybody. They share it all.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
And then once they finish relaying it, you just see a look of worry come over their face as they're kind of realizing the scope
Mm-hmm.
of how big this is.
As part of that, because you did succeed hard enough to learn some things, make also an insight check.
Inside. Hey, I'm almost good at those. Oh, I crit.
So, oh my god, I'm so glad I get to tell you this now. So,
Nat 20.
so you notice something in your memory, specifically about this, is that the physicality, the comprehension, the way that you're seeing these people that have been sent for you, these people that have been hunting Gith that are Eredrin, Akira, or Eredrin, Eric, Eltahine,
Mm-hmm.
Gwen. All of them seem to be a part of this string of youth to warrior chain. These people are not different from the other Gith. They are Gith. In the understanding of Eredrin, and I'll let you explain that in character in person later. But you recognize that Gith Yankee, Gith Sarai, there's not difference. Those are just words.
They are us and we are them.
And so, with that, to try and make sure that we don't go too terribly far without two people present, I think that we can go ahead and call it for today and call Dice Soup for the year. What episode is this now? Is it like 23, 24? It's a long... We've been doing this for like half a year, y'all. Like,
it's been
like
quite a while.
crazy.
We have.
I'm gonna admit, like the first half of 2022 sucked in the way that so many things have sucked recently. And the second half has honestly sucked even worse in certain ways for me. So y'all being here and being a part of this and helping do this has meant, like, it's meant so much to me. It's been I've needed this more than I can describe. Is my point.
Happy to help and be here.
And y'all are awesome. Y'all have been so much fun. I look forward to 2023. I look forward to all this. So thank you.
Indeed.
Thank you for being here. Thank you all for playing. all of the viewers, everyone following and subscribing and all these things. It has meant so much to me.
We love y'all.
So keep throwing down those points into the free long rest fund. That is what is that up to now? I should be able to see that, but it doesn't let me see my things. It's fine. We're fine here now.
We're at 21,404.
That's not a small number. That is a very, very big number. Oh, there it is. Okay. So
the maximum that you can contribute per stream is 2,000. So that's quite a few contributions.
That is indeed.
Oh wait, the maximum. Okay, I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to do that. It's fine though.
Well, we also usually have Meet at the Inn where people can come in and contribute there as well.
Indeed. So yes, please make sure to donate to that. If it doesn't reach the goal of 1 million, it's still going to go into something with that lump sum. But we're gonna use it one way or another.
And also for anyone who's afraid of their spice count dropping, if you're here for the majority of the stream and you are a little active in chat, you will actually gain more than 2,000 in one sitting. So just thought you might want to know that. Like spices collect pretty quickly. So
that they do.
Oh, that's going to reset in January, for which is in fact what is it, National Soup Month or International Soup Month, Beardy?
Well, I mean, that was actually brought to our attention by Sean, so Sean has that information.
Oh, sorry, Sean.
It is National Soup Month in January, so we should definitely be taking advantage of that with some hashtags and different dice soup things and soupy things and stewy things.
What is it? Deus Ex Palmenti things.
Deus Ex Palmenti.
It's gonna be great. So please keep hanging out, keep watching. We'll be back we'll be back on our bullshit. What is that? The 8th? Yes, the 8th of January
8th. Oh, 2023.
I will be gone for the rest of that holiday, doing things with my family. So if y'all want to do stuff on the stream during that time, feel entirely free. Until next time, until we see each other again on here, have a great rest of the holiday. Have a great new year. I look forward to seeing you. And until next time, please remember always that kindness is free. To please keep going.
And to like, comment, subscribe, and follow everything on everything. Yay!
What they all said.
And I figured without Justice here, I was gonna get at least one day before the end of the year. But no, I don't even get to do it on my own streams because of Justice. But yes, we'll cut that before I go into a rant.
I signaled Bearded to do it this time. I was like, dude.
I didn't know. I didn't even see you signal me. I was just like, nobody's saying it. I'm gonna do it.
Alrighty, before we keep going though, because this is not a Meet at the End, we're gonna end this here. Have a good one, you guys, and a happy holidays.
Have a good one, and I actually got to get out of here. So goodbye.